Hello, everybody. My name's Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets, bringing to you a special class on money management and what the golden rule of great traders is. Now, I'm sure some of you joining us have been trading for quite a while and have heard the phrase money management. Money management is key. Money management is important. But I'm not sure if a lot of you really understand what money management means. To put it in easy words, money management is the correct way of managing our account so that we can maximize the profits while minimizing risk. All right? While minimizing risk. That is what money management is, and money management is very important for all of us. Now, having said that, I'm sure some of you have an idea of what this golden rule revolves around. All right? I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to think about what the golden rule could possibly be. All right? All right. Okay, now that you guys have had a few seconds, keep that answer in mind. Are you guys surprised? The golden rule is actually controlling your risk. From the words that I shared earlier, maximizing our profits while minimizing risk, I'm sure you guys had an idea that this revolved around the risk aspect when it comes to trading. Okay? Without further ado, the golden risk, without much suspense, is controlling your risk. Sounds a bit boring, no? Controlling your risk. What does that even mean? We will be tackling risk later on, all right? But right now, the most important thing for you and I to do is to follow the golden rule, all right? Repeat after me. We have to follow the golden rule. Inevitably, the next question is, how do we follow the golden rule? Well, ladies and gentlemen, to follow the golden rule, we have to take a look at some of the things that we can control. When it comes to trading, what are some of the things that are in your control? Think about them. Think about what you can control when you trade. No, it's not the market. Nobody can control the market. The one thing that you can control is how we are going to follow the golden rule. Do you have an answer in your mind? If you do, allow me to introduce to you a very simple way for you and I to follow the golden rule. And that is by controlling our lot size. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever we trade, before we enter a trade, we have to do quite a few things. We have to study, we have to look at the charts, we have to look up news, we have to look up information. Basically, we have to prepare ourselves whenever we enter a trade. And a key part to trading is lot sizing, right? So what is a lot size? Basically, it's the lot size dictates how much of a certain currency, how much of a commodity, how much of a metal we are actually trading. Are we trading one standard lot? Are we trading 1% of one lot? Are we trading 2 lots, 5 lots, 10 lots? All of these will have an adverse effect on your trading and how much money you will be making. So it makes sense that we have to control the lot size in order for us to maximize the profits we are making while minimizing our risk. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, how do we control the lot size? How do we control the lot size when it comes to our trading? Think about it. Think about how you can. Should we come up with certain rules? Should we only be trading 0.01 for every $1,000? There are quite a lot of ways for you to go about this, but we at Fullerton Markets, we actually have a formula for you guys, a step-by-step process which you can use to directly dictate how many lots you should be trading in your trades. Now, if it's all right with you, I would like to share with you how we can actually control the lot size, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, on your screen is the golden formula, all right? The golden formula for determining the lot size that you should be taking whenever you enter a trade. Now, the formula is fairly simple, all right? Lot size is risk multiplied by capital divided by loss in pips multiplied by the pip value. All right, I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to write this down. If you have a phone, take a snapshot. No problem. Okay, now let's break this down even more. All right, the lot size is the trading lot size to be calculated. This is the value that we are looking for. Okay, risk is actually how much of your account you are intending to risk. If, for example, you have $1,000, okay, and you want to risk 5% of $1,000, only that's how much you want to lose in a trade. All you have to do is take the 5% and put it in decimal format. All right. Now we're going to take that, we're going to multiply that by the capital, which is your trading account balance. Okay. So if you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in your account, do put it there. All right. Once you get this value, we have to divide it by, first, the loss in pips, or the number of pips between the entry price, the price that you entered the trade, and your stop loss. Okay. So let's say you enter the trade now and you have a stop loss of, let's say, 500 pips. All right. You have to put that in. You have to take note of that. All right. And the last is the pip value. Well, what is the pip value? Well, the pip value is the value of 1 pip in the currency that you are trading, the currency pair rather. All right. Because not all currencies will be giving you, let's say, $10 per pip movement at one standard lot. It all depends, really, on the currency pair that you're trading. Now, if you are wondering how do you get the pip value, do look for our other video that tackles pip value. All right. So take another snapshot of this and keep it in mind as we will be using them later on. Okay. Let us put this into action. So we are trying to get the lot size, correct? We have an account that has roughly 5,000 US dollars in it. How much of it do we want to risk? Well, we only want to risk 3% of the account. We only want to risk 3% of the account. Okay? How much do we stand to lose in this trade? We stand to lose roughly 50 pips. Okay? And how much is the pip value for this certain currency pair? The answer is 10 US dollars per pip movement. Okay? By using this formula, by calculating, we then come up with the final answer, which is 0.3 lots. All right? If I have a $5,000 account and I only want to risk 3% on this trade, and I have a stop loss at 50 pips, all right? Using these in our formula will yield 0.3 lots. So now when you enter that trade, you know what the lot size should be, okay? You no longer have to guess, do I put in 0.4, do I put in 0.5, do I put in 1 lot, do I put in 2 lots? This golden formula will help you minimize your risk while increasing the chances of reward, all right? That is why the golden formula is so very powerful. Now, to make it easier for you guys, I would suggest perhaps opening a Excel file if you're trading on a computer and just quickly put down the formula there and just input the value whenever you guys want to trade. Seems easy enough. Right, let's go through another example. Okay, we will be doing this again, this time with a different capital because this time we now have 20,000 US dollars in our account, all right? And we only want to risk 0.05 or roughly 5% of our account, okay? On this trade, we have determined a certain amount for our stop loss, all right? And that value for this trade is roughly 40 pips away from our entry price. What is the pip value of this currency pair? The pip value is 11, okay? Again, if you guys want to know the value of the pip value, I do suggest checking out our other video on pip value, okay? So if you guys use this formula, the final answer should be 2.272. We can round that down to 2.27. All right. So when you enter a trade with these, with let's say you have 20,000 in your account, 0.05 is how much you want to risk. For this particular trade, we will be opening 2.27 lots. All right. Now that's possible if you were to type it manually in the lot size. All right. This is how much we should be risking for this trade. Clear so far? Now, I'm going to do a little exercise with you guys. All right. And I hope you guys do the exercise well. So let's practice. I'm going to give you guys the value. 5,000 US dollars for our starting capital. And the risk is 0.05 or roughly 5%. The loss in pips is 50 pips. The pip value is $10. Now I want you guys to calculate. I want you guys to calculate and type in the chat how much is the actual value. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. $0.05 multiplied to 5,000 US dollars divided by 50 pips multiplied by 10. Okay, I see some people already typing. Good, that's good. And okay, your answers are very uniform, guys. So I'm sure this is very easy for you, right? So you guys are indeed correct. And the final answer is 0.5 or roughly half of one lot or 50% of one lot, okay? This is the lot size for this account and this trade. Now let's do this one more time. Let's say you have a capital of 3,000 US dollars. You want to risk roughly 3% of your account, all right? The loss in pips for this particular trade is 150, okay? And the pip value is 12 US dollars. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to once again type this on your calculators, on your phones, whatever it is you're using. If you want to do this manually, if you can, go ahead. And then don't forget to type in the chat. Okay, some people have been sending in their answers and they already have the correct answer. It is 0.05. Ladies and gentlemen, 0.05 lots for this particular trade. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, how else can we use this knowledge that we have of the lot size? Okay, well, here's an example of how you can actually put it into use. You're doing the trades and you, let's say, for example, you may not be totally confident with the trade you're taking. You can edit this, right? Instead of 0.05, maybe you want to only trade half of this, all right? Just use the formula again, and then perhaps you might want to extend the number of pips from your SL, or perhaps you want to lessen the risk. You can totally do that, and then you will come up with a smaller value for a trade that you don't really want to risk a lot on. So, with the knowledge that we have from the golden formula, we can then take better trades. We no longer have to guess every single time we enter a trade. Okay? This is smart and correct money management. Keep it in mind, open an Excel file, put in the golden formula so that you can easily type it in whenever you want to. Okay? I wish you all good luck in your trading. Thank you for joining me. My name's Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets. Do check out our other videos. Thank you all and goodbye.